Welcome to RickRackRuby. I'm Laura Cluveau. Today we'll make this vintage linen and lace angel Christmas ornament. If I would have called this a doily angel, would you have clicked on it? I just think vintage linen and lace sounds a lot better. So let's get started. To make our linen and lace angel, we'll need a completed 25mm face bead, 3 24-inch lengths of 6-inch wide tulle, about 15 inches of ribbon, hair yarn, wire, 20 gauge wire and wire gutters, and then some options for laces and trims, some options for wings, and some options for decorations. This will be so much fun. So let's get started. I'm using 3 lengths of tulle because I feel like this angel is going to have a lot of fullness. I think this is the right option. So tie off the tulle in the center. This I consider to be the ideal doily for this project because it's big. It's 14 inches. It has a couple spots of damage, and it has a spot here where probably a vendor put a staple through it. So I'm going to make sure that this is going to be hidden in the back. Also, I'm looking to see which is the front and which is the back by examining the edge here where the lace is attached to the linen. So I want to make sure the front or the top of the doily is showing, and this is going to be in the back. I'm going to fold this into quarters. I can see the grain of the linen fabric, so I'm going to fold on the grain in half this way and this way. And then I'm going to kind of finger press it to determine the center right here. And you might think I'm going to snip that, but no, you do not want to do that. This is a tapestry needle. It has a nice big eye and a blunt tip. And I'm going to go poke it through to make a hole right there in the center. And then I'm even going to kind of work it to make the hole a little bit bigger. If I snip that off, the center would just open up. Then I'll put the ends of the ribbon through the eye of the tapestry needle, and remembering which is the front and which is the back and which is the right and which is the wrong, I'll pull this through the center. The tulle should not come through the hole. The tulle is filling the space, but not coming through the hole. And then thread the bead on. And this is different from most of the projects because the tulle is not going to come through the hole in the bead. Okay, the ribbon is really not thick enough to fill the hole. So this head is just going to sit on the top here. Here's my staple holes. I'm going to make sure this is the back. And then I'm going to arrange the doily so that the sides kind of go in. This is the front. And then I'm going to add a little smudge of glue right here to make sure her face sits right where I want it. And then, even though it doesn't do any good, because her head could certainly slip right off, I just have a habit of tying it right there and then tying it at the top for the hanging loop. Trim off the ends. And we're halfway home. I'm going to give a generous allowance there below the lace. I want to make sure I don't cut the lace. I'm going to have another look at this, making sure that the front is pretty. I like the way this is centered right here. And the back is nice. There's the staple. That's not going to show. And the next step is the collar. I have these 3 options. I'm going to look at the color. I like a contrast. the design, the thickness, the width of the lace, and I think I'm going to go with this one. I cut off about 20 inches of lace, and this is 1 inch wide. So I'm going to get my needle and thread and gather up the long edge. This is a doubled strand of hand quilting thread. And cue music. I'll put this around her neck and tie it off in the back. Before I tie it off, I want to make sure that the gathers are distributed evenly, side to side and front to back. And then I will secure it. I think I'll stitch from back to front. This is so easy. So I'm stitching through all the layers, and then I'll secure it in the back. Now let's add a little decoration here. I really like this kind of trim. I'm not sure what this is called, but it's not hard to find. Sometimes it's called picot, sometimes it's called feather. Anyway, I'll tie a bow, just a basic bow, just like you're tying a shoe. Now I'm going to glue this to the top, on top of the collar. I have a couple of ideas for decorations. I can do a white paper flower with a little pearl center. Those are nice, but a little too modern, I think. These are some millinery flowers. Ooh, I like the color. It's kind of yellowish. I like the contrast with this ecru and this kind of tan and this white and this yellow. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with this, but the sequin flower would also be a good idea. Those are always nice. And then just to make it fun, I could add one of those on. What do you think? It's kind of too big for her face, but it's not too big for her dress. I'm going to go for it. Okay, now it's time for the hair. This is the ice yarn, wool cotton boucle. I'm holding the tail and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then make a complete circle around the center of the bundle. Tie it off nice and tight. There's one bundle. I think that's the right length. Good. Okay. And then the second bundle. Nice long tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tie it off in the center, nice and tight. I'm going to apply hot glue to the back of her head. I'm going to press that bundle just below the hanging loop. The back of the head will be covered by the wings, so it's not super important that the back is very neat. But the front is important, and there is a certain finesse to getting the front right. Let's start by applying a little bead of glue right in front of the hanging loop. And I'm going to glue the center of the bundle to the front of that hanging loop. And then this side is going to be twisted and pressed, and this side twist and press. So I'm going to apply a line of glue from here to here, right down the side of the face. And then twist and press. These two streamers are going to be her bangs. I'll do those last. And then this side, the same thing, twist and press. There's my line of glue, twist and press. I'll fluff out her little bangs. That turned out well. Now the halo. This is the 20 gauge gold wire. Almost 3 inches. Give it a nice U shape. Like this. I'll put some glue here and here. And then I'll glue it in like a hairband into her hair. Now the last step, we're almost done. That was so fast. Let's choose a wing. 2 white. This might work. This is good. This might work. I think this is the winner. If you like, you can check out my Focus on Wings video to see exactly how I made this. There's a nice circle of glue, and I'm just going to press the back of the hair like that onto the wing. And we're done. Wasn't that fun and easy? Thank you for watching my tutorial. If you're enjoying my videos, please like, share, and subscribe.